Tonight, we've all experienced the haze and smoke from the Canadian wildfires, but now we're learning more about how they started and where. Plus, it's not the news you want to hear, but mask mandates are making a comeback as cases of the Delta variant continue to rise. And how a donation is helping a local college diversify the nursing workforce.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. The smoke from Canadian wildfires continues to settle over Minnesota, creating more warnings for our air quality. Here's a live look over Duluth tonight, where that smoke moved back in after a break in the clouds Sunday. Medical experts say these conditions are especially hard on people with respiratory issues and heart disease. Symptoms like heart palpitations, shortness of breath, or unusual fatigue are possible, so doctors are asking you to take it easy outdoors.
Try not to do heavy activity while the air is real bad, just to decrease the risk of heart attack.
As of right now, the statewide air quality alert is still scheduled through tomorrow afternoon. After Sunday's blue skies, smoke and haze returned to the region today, and CBS3's meteorologist Peter Kavakowskis looked into what is causing this haze and why it seems worse than previous years. Peter.
That's right, Kristen. All this smoke and haze is coming from the Canadian provinces of Ontario as well as Manitoba, nearly 300 miles away from the Twin Ports. I heard from the National Weather Service today about why this smoke seems so much worse than previous years and what the forecast is looking like. Nearly 300 miles from the Twin Ports, fires burning in Manitoba and Ontario have scorched nearly 4,000 square miles. There are currently 154 active fires burning in Manitoba. 17 new fires were reported in the past 48 hours, and 4 communities in the area have been evacuated because of the smoke and loss of power. In Ontario, officials say the number of northern wildfires this year is double the 10-year average, and the amount of land burned is more than 3 times the average. Joe Moore of the National Weather Service in Duluth says predominant northwest winds often mean we deal with the smoke and haze when fires are burning in Canada.
When we have fires to the north, it's pretty easy for us to get smoke in northern Minnesota, simply because a north-northwest wind is our predominant prevailing wind here in Duluth.
Moore says while we have seen hazy and smoky days many times in the past, those fires are often burning further out west in California, meaning the smoke travels higher into the atmosphere and can dissipate more.
A few years ago, we did have a pretty smoky summer, and that was mainly smoke from fires out west. And that's typically when we have had hazy skies in past years. It's typically from fires out west when we have kind of this west to east pattern across the U.S., which is typical for the upper levels of the atmosphere.
Because the smoke is lower in the atmosphere, it means we are dealing with more smoke, more haze, and worse air quality. Moore says for now, the pattern looks to support more of these smoky, hazy days as the fires continue to burn.
Whether we see much relief is going to depend on how those fires up in Ontario evolve, whether we see other fires across the country, and what our large-scale weather pattern looks like. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we see much of a wet pattern coming across the upper Midwest or northern Ontario in the next couple of weeks.
For now, Kristen, it looks like those northerly winds will stick around, so we'll be dealing with that smoke and haze for the next several days.
All right, something we'll continue to look out for. Thank you, Peter. Well, Senator Amy Klobuchar is asking for federal help as Minnesota counties continue to see poor air quality. The Democrat is using the U.S. Department of Agriculture to send air quality specialists to the state. In her letter to the USDA, Klobuchar says Minnesotans aren't used to such poor air quality and have questions about the health risks that come with it. She hopes these teams could share the latest updates with the public and offer support to teams monitoring the situation. Well, speaking of monitoring the situation, we're joined now by meteorologist Dave Anderson. Dave, it's tough to get out and enjoy these nice days we're having when that haze is sticking around.
But I do beg to differ with Peter. I don't think the northerly wind will be with us forever. I think by tomorrow we'll start to get a southwesterly wind, which should push the smoke and haze back across the border, but perhaps only temporarily. That general trend for the northwesterly wind could be back as early as Thursday or so. But first, before we talk about the short-term forecast, let's wrap up the month of July. The stats came in, and it was 1.2 degrees warmer than normal. And the rain, about an inch shy of normal. Those 3 rounds of 1-inch plus rains we got sure solved our deficit, or at least put a dent in it. Our outlook for August, though, back towards warm and dry. Now, into the short-term forecast. Twin highs right now, in theory, are going to make us dry, but you can't see the sunny sky because of the haze. Those high-pressure cells pushing down the clouds are also helping to draw in that smoke to our region. But I think tomorrow, with the winds becoming westerly to southwesterly, it'll be a slow start. We'll start hazy, but we could finish sunny by late tomorrow afternoon, and that could put our air quality alert that we have right now out of effect by tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk about that in more detail in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Tonight, we're learning health leaders are now recommending you wear a mask in St. Louis County, even if you're vaccinated. That guidance came just hours ago as the CDC listed St. Louis County's COVID transmission rate as substantial. The CDC defines that as 50 or more cases a week per 100,000 residents. Right now, St. Louis County is seeing about 54 cases per week. And while it's not a mandate, health leaders say it's a strong recommendation, one they hope everyone will follow, vaccinated or not.
The science is showing that fully vaccinated individuals can also transmit the Delta variant specifically. So there is a risk of even people who are fully vaccinated to transmit the virus to others.
Health experts say the vaccine is effective, especially in preventing hospitalizations and deaths. Based on CDC guidance, along with St. Louis County, masks are also recommended in several other Northland counties. In Minnesota, that includes Lake, Aiken, and Crow Wing counties. In Wisconsin, it's Bayfield, Ashland, Sawyer, Washburn, and Burnett counties. Data shows transmission is still low in Carlton, Cook, Itasca, and Koochiching counties, along with Wisconsin's Douglas County. And even before St. Louis County's mask-wearing recommendation was made just a short time ago, the University of Minnesota's system announced face coverings are required for everyone inside campus buildings. That mandate applies to all 5 of U of M's campuses, including UMD. And that's where we find CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo, who joins us live now. Kendall, what do people need to know if they're heading to campus?
Well, Kristen, all students, staff, and visitors will need to have one of these handy if they want to get into any of the buildings on campus. The mandate starts tomorrow, regardless of a person's vaccination status. The University of Minnesota schools sought advice from public health experts to make the decision. They say their main concerns are the increase in transmission rates and the Delta variant, especially as students return to campus later this month. The first day of class is August 30th. Lynn Williams, Director of Marketing and Public Relations at UMD, says everyone is in this together and the school wants to do what is right to keep people safe.
So there's a lot of different situations that everybody is in. Really encouraging folks to go out and get the vaccine and just making sure that we're taking care of each other. This is one step in a way that we can do that.
Williams says an appropriate face mask covers both the nose and the mouth. As far as other COVID precautions for this fall, Williams says 88% of their classes will be on campus, either fully in person or a hybrid format. They're also making adjustments to classrooms to keep everyone as safe as possible. Now, students at UMD that I spoke with say they honestly have mixed reactions about this mask mandate coming back. One student I spoke with said he was really just looking forward to seeing his classmates' face in person once again. We will have much more on the students' perspective tonight at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, all of this news about cases rising certainly is not what we want to hear. Thank you so much, Kendall. And by the way, Glenshee Mansion also announced this morning masks are required there as well, since it is operated by the University of Minnesota. Well, as COVID cases continue to rise across the nation and the Northland, some have started changing their daily habits, even without some pandemic restrictions in place. We caught up with several people around the Twin Ports today to see how they're responding, specifically when it comes to wearing masks in public again.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to follow the CDC guidelines.
I think if the numbers go up, that's what they should do.
I am vaccinated and I don't feel I need to wear a mask out in public. My children are not, so we have been putting them in masks when we go in stores.
While Minnesota and Wisconsin don't have statewide mask mandates in place at this point, CDC data shows masks are recommended based on transmission rates in several counties in our region. You can find more information on that on our website. Wisconsin's largest physicians organization is urging all healthcare organizations to require employees get vaccinated against COVID. This comes after a plea from national health leaders last week. Several healthcare organizations like Children's Wisconsin and the Mayo Clinic Health System already require employees to get the shot. The College of St. Scholastica got a $500,000 donation to help build a more diverse nursing workforce. A private foundation in White Bear Lake made the donation, which will be used as scholarships. 32 students with significant financial need will each receive $3,600 from the Manitou Fund. Preference will be given to underrepresented nursing groups. The money will help students over the next 2 school years. The St. Louis County Fair starts this week, and an expected increase in attendance is adding to new infrastructure plans for the fairgrounds. According to their agenda, the St. Louis County Board is expected to consider a funding request from the St. Louis County Agriculture Fair Association tomorrow. They're asking for $1.2 million to build 2 new barns on the Chisholm Fairgrounds. The association says this funding is expected to be the final need for capital improvements at the grounds. The new barns will be for cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs, as well as rabbits and chickens. The 136th St. Louis County Fair begins Wednesday in Chisholm. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, it has been a few weeks since the child tax credit hit families' bank accounts. Now researchers want to know how the new funds helped the region.
Today started a little bit cooler than normal, but finished a couple of degrees warmer than normal. We'll talk about the temperature trends for the week ahead, coming up right after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Bolins.
And I'm Ann Nolette.
And we're Advanced Surgical Associates of Northern Minnesota.
Our team has many years of general surgery experience and is the most experienced robotic team in the Northland. We are committed to providing the latest and best surgical techniques to you and your family.
With robotic-assisted surgery, you're likely to have a shorter hospital stay, experience less pain, and recover quicker. We offer our surgical care at multiple hospitals and surgical centers, and most insurance plans are accepted.
Learn more at mnsurgery.com or give us a call today.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Hi, I'm Kevin from ServPro. Everyone has a home project that they want to get to. Building a deck, building an addition, remodeling a bathroom. The problem is availability with local contractors. Why should you have to wait for months to get your project done? Call ServPro today for fast, quality, professional, reliable workmanship you can count on. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Your home improvement company has industry-leading materials and warranties on all of our window and bathroom products. We also certify all of our installers in our installation training center. Right now, we are offering 20% off all products and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call us today or go online to book your appointment. If you want your project done right the first time, go with your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
It's going to be perfect.
This summer, your favorite celebrities return to their hometowns.
It means the world to me to be back in Boston.
And get to work.
I'm going to just call you Demo Girl. This is for every guy who ever played.
I wish we got that in slow-mo.
Welcome to your new home.
Oh, man. It's a new beginning.
I don't even know what to say.
This is just unbelievable. Sheer happiness.
Secret Celebrity Renovation. New Fridays, or stream anytime on CBS.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
It just doesn't seem to go away this summer. Every time we think it's gone, it comes knocking at the door again. Of course, we're talking about the Canadian smoke here. And tonight, air quality alert in effect for Minnesotans and Wisconsinites. People in the UP may be off the hook here. It should stay in effect through about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We're hoping that the sky will slowly clear, though, tomorrow towards real sunshine and not haze, thanks to a southwesterly wind that'll push the smoke back, at least for a little while. Then by later on this week, maybe with twin lows bringing a rain chance, we can wash the rest of the pollutants out of the sky. I'm probably not going to be too optimistic and say that'll keep it at bay for the rest of the summer, but you know, maybe it'll help for a couple of days. We'll talk about a couple of days ahead and the next 7 days, in fact, after this look at what's happening right now at the airport in Duluth. It's 79. 42% for the relative humidity. Westerly winds going 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow it should become southwesterly, and that should slowly start to push that smoke back across the border. 30.06 inches of mercury is our air pressure right now, 1,018 millibars. That's on the high side, and we do have twin highs to talk about. We'll show you that map in just a bit. But this first map here now, that's a look at the current temps, going 74 to 76 in the Upper Peninsula, and about 76 to 79 in northwestern Wisconsin's Hayward. At 76, the cool spot. Superior at 79, the warm spot. And into Minnesota here, we're seeing things as cool as 70 right by the lake for Grand Marais. And it's 79 degrees for our friends in Moose Lake. And in between are places like Hibbing at 78, if only by a hair. One of our warm spots in Minnesota seems to be 81. Our trend for temperatures for the week ahead likely will be daytime highs roughly 80 to 85, and overnight low temps will be near 60. Here's the current Doppler map, and with high pressure down this way and over this way as well, we see the clouds being kept at bay, but with the sinking air of the highs, that's bringing that smoke from up near the troposphere down to the surface where we can smell it and cause troubles. And so tonight and tomorrow, not going to be good for folks with COPD or asthma. Hopefully you get through, and hopefully by tomorrow afternoon, again, we do start to mellow out a bit. And sunshine will return then for Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday as that southwesterly wind tries to clear the sky for us. Then we'll try to wash the sky come Thursday, Friday, even Saturday and Sunday with twin low pressure systems coming our way, upwards of 50-50 shots for showers and thunderstorms during that period. And hopefully we get the rain we need without the damaging thunderstorms like last week. Now, tonight's forecast in Minnesota, let's jump to that. It calls for low temps to go 52 to 60, cooler inland, warmer by the lake. Sky conditions will be hazy and smoky. And into Wisconsin, hazy and smoky there as well, though the UP may have just a partly cloudy sky. Low temps that side of the world will run 55 to 57. Then tomorrow's daytime highs in that neck go 83 to 86. So August is here, but warm temperatures linger. 20% chance for Wisconsin and Mission to get some convective showers in the afternoon from the heat of the day, though the high pressure over Minnesota may keep the sky clearish and warmish around 85. Extended forecast, like I mentioned, this week's temps go 80 to 85 for the highs, 60 to 65 for the lows, and the best chance for rain this week comes around Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Kristen.
Well, you know, I see a lot of school supplies out now in stores, and everyone's talking about the school year coming up, but we still have some summertime left, and I'm going to soak it all in.
About 28 days for some schools, what I've heard from some students who, of course, have that countdown running.
Oh, yeah, it comes up quickly, that's for sure. Thank you, Dave. Weeks after families across the nation received their first payment from the child tax credit expansion, UMD researchers examined the projected economic impact on St. Louis County. The child tax credit provides families with up to $3,600 a year per child. It was added to help families bounce back from the pandemic. UMD researchers estimate that money could help create about 240 new jobs locally, and labor income will increase by $10.8 million. Research officials say poverty levels in St. Louis County could dramatically decrease from this income boost.
Local medical institutions, local restaurants, retail, child care providers, you know, a lot of service providers in the area are going to see increased economic activity.
The IRS will continue sending money to qualified families each month. More construction is starting on Superior Street, this time on the east end of town. Starting today, work is taking place between 45th and 60th Avenues East. Crews will be fixing sidewalks, curbs, and storm pipes. City leaders say there will be 2 lanes of traffic open at all times, and you can still access homes and businesses. The project is expected to be completed by mid-October. Coming up in sports, the UMD women are adding another captain to the team this season who will be stitching the C on their sweater. Kelly tells us next.
Pre-order your 2022 Bennington pontoon at RJ Sport & Cycle.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChevy.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChevy.com, a better way to buy.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $4.99, get 3 years special financing and pay nothing down with nothing for sales tax and nothing for shipping on brands like Thomas Cole and Luxuria. The Something for Nothing sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
When you watch CBS3, you get up-to-date team coverage. Online, on your phone, and on the air.
6 o'clock this evening as we enter the overnight hour.
Right down to your neighborhood. For local weather coverage you can trust, tune to CBS3.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me to understand how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me at work when I lead by example. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
You can get epilepsy.
But here's something that's just as important to know.
anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
All of us
Can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains. Let's use our brains.
let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Test, rest, then buy a famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express. Plus, get no money down, 3-year special financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-day guarantee. It's so sciencey. The famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
It is almost time for the UMD women's hockey season. Just over a month from now, the team will hit the ice for the 2021-22 season. The team held their annual summer camp this weekend following the naming of their 3 new captains for the upcoming year. Senior forward and last year's leading scorer, Anna Klein, is back for her second season with the C on her sweater. And new this year is junior forward Kylie Hanley. Hanley suffered a season-ending injury last season and was not able to compete on the ice during the team's Frozen Four run. But her leadership off the ice is what her teammates took notice of.
Definitely very hard, and I learned a lot from it, like just more about being patient, taking it one day at a time, and like setting small goals for myself every day. And one of the biggest things also is like just being grateful every day. And like for the girls that were able to play and stuff, I was like, I would do anything to be out there with you guys. So like seriously don't take it for granted, and like just be grateful that you can skate. It's really.
And don't forget to mark your calendars for the games we will have over on My9 Sports this season. For UMD women's hockey, Friday, October 15th and Sunday the 17th is when it starts. The Bulldogs hit the road against Wisconsin. And for a full TV schedule, head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com, and click on the Sports tab. In softball, every team needs the essentials: a pitcher, a catcher, a team manager, and of course, a team super fan. For Team Red, White, and Blue, that fan is 17-year-old Cooper Amesbury. Cooper has a rare form of epilepsy. He often has seizures every few minutes, but every single week, Cooper is at every game, taking his place in the dugout to cheer on his team. For RWB, it's a lot more than softball. The Duluth RWB chapter looks to connect veterans to their community through a number of different activities.
We have friends who come and play with us. We have wives and husbands and boyfriends and girlfriends and cousins that just come to play. One of the things that we like to strive in our veterans, knowing that you don't have to stop living when you come home, that we're here for you. We want you to get out. We do coffees and conversations. We do yoga. We do softball. Anything that we can possibly do to get people to come together for our veterans. It's really the least that we could do for their service that they've done for us.
And tonight at 10, RWB superfan Cooper Amesbury looks to hit one out of the park in this edition of For the Love of the Game. You are not going to want to miss it. That's going to do it for sports at 6. We'll have more coming up tonight at 10. For now, I'll send it back to you at the desk.
All right, we're looking forward to that story. Thank you, Kelly. Also, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, Burton Park is the center of Buell's community. Now, the size of the park is in the hands of city council members as they prepare to vote on a residential proposal. Tonight, we'll hear from community members who have signed a petition against the new proposal, hoping to save their beloved park. Well, Dave, pretty calm out there today, minus that haze that's sticking around.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. And the haze likely will stick around through tonight for 2/3 of our region, into tomorrow afternoon as well. But hopefully it breaks in the afternoon as a southwesterly wind gives us a bit of a respite. That could last through Wednesday. High temps this week, 80 to 85 degrees, still very summery. Overnight low temps, 60 to 65. Dry for the most part. But we do have a rain chance. Begins Thursday, 50% shot roughly, sticks around through Sunday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.